And we're back. I am so sorry that I have disappeared for a little while. I've been working on a couple of other projects in the background that I know you guys are going to love, and it's something that I want to release more or less all at once, or once I'm farther along, so I don't have any videos on it yet, but I promise you guys are going to love it. Anyways, that's why I haven't been here working on the first gen, but I'm here today. Now, I got all the way here and realized I forgot most of my tools. I forgot my socket set, so I'm working with a couple of hand tools that I've got lying around, and I think I can get some stuff done. I'm hoping to clean up this engine, but most importantly, I want to put this on here. This is an engine cradle engine stand. I call it an engine cradle. What this allows me to do is mount the engine on the stand exactly how it's going to sit in real life in the car. So that allows me to fabricate off of it, and it's where it's supposed to be. So I got that. Like I said, biggest goal, I want to get this cleaned up. A lot of this stuff, I don't need any of those vacuum lines or the coolant lines. I'll, figure it all out once I get there. And right now it just makes it heavy and in the way. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit and then try and get it on here. I don't have an engine crane, so I don't know if I'll be able to just lift it onto there once I don't know. And yesterday was arm day, so maybe. But we'll see what I can get. Hopefully I can get something done today. Like I said, I forgot my tools, but if I can get something done, then I will. If not, then I don't know. Okay, I'm still not 100% confident, but I think I got it. Well, I got it to a point that I want to turn the camera back on so you guys can follow along. But still, don't do what I'm doing. I'm not sure what the issue is, but it actually almost seems like it was either welded incorrectly, it's not compatible with the newer K20s, like because this is the Z3, or I didn't get what I ordered. I think I'm going to work on getting this on the ground, and I'll show you what I mean. The idea is if I can lower this, I believe I have each of these on here enough that they've got threads on them, at least. I think I'm going to start to put it down a little bit. Hoping to actually use the weight of the engine, hopefully put it where it's supposed to be. I think that is as low as that's going to go. And theory, only taking this down another couple inches. And here we go. Holy crap. That's the scariest thing I've ever done. I hope I made that look graceful. This pole right here is the one that I could not figure out for the life of me why it wouldn't go on. The other three I got. This one, I'll show you in a second, but there's no way this can go on here. It makes me think that I got the K24 one, because the casting on here, I'm looking at it right here, K20Z3. 100%, like this is, I don't know. But I'm not worried about this because they came out with a cradle that holds both a K20 and K24, and all they did was remove that leg. So this to me means that this is strong enough just as it is. All I have to do now is put these in here. Hopefully those go on. All right, how about it? Now that I got it on there, let me show you what's going on here. Overall, I don't know if this is going to work properly as I was hoping. These two bars right here seem to be like tilted out. Or tilted in was one of the ways. And so I had to like force them into place. That's actually why I was picking it up and dropping it, because it was forcing them down and together. This bolt also, there's only like 2 threads that are on there, and the bolt is way too short. You really need to get a longer bolt for that. But this one, I'll show you real quick why I feel like I have the wrong one. Now I know people have ordered these for the K24s, not realizing it was for the K20, and they weren't able to put this one on. And I have a feeling that it's the same thing in reverse, because when I put this on here, I can't put it on, so I'm going to show you right next to it. There's nowhere for that to go. If I moved it over the 1 inch or so, it doesn't fit on there. The bolt that it comes with does fit this hole, but when it's on here, it doesn't reach there, which makes me think that this is the K24 frame, which would kind of explain why it was hard to put everything else on here. Also, as far as the wheels, they kind of suck. It was actually easier to roll it with Harbor Freight dolly that I had. It looks really nice. I'm still thinking I can use it. I'm bummed that I'm gonna reach out to them and see if I got the wrong one, because I'd like to have that 4th one on there, because this does feel strong enough that I can put the transmission on there. The transmission is pretty light, but I'm hesitant to do it with that not there. So anyways, obviously I didn't even talk about it, but I pulled off all of the wiring, not all of it, but a majority of the wiring. Some of this, again, remember how I forgot some tools? I even ran to Harbor Freight to get some tools, and I didn't have the right tools still to pull off some of this. A lot of you will understand, but I was missing the 10mm socket, so here I am without a 10mm socket, and that's why most of that is still on there. So same thing with this, with the water pump. I can't figure out how the heck to get this off, because I have to get this off to be able to get the intake on or off, which is really annoying. But anyways, it's cool to see this. It's cool to have it, you know, on something that's in theory going to hold it square. But again, it doesn't fit quite right. I'm hoping it's the wrong one, and I'm hoping that they can send me a new one, honestly, so I can try and just swap it over, because I'd really like to be able to use all 4 legs on there. And the wheels suck. I'll say that. Everything else, it was okay. Anyways, don't let me sounding upset make it actually sound like I'm upset, because I am pretty excited overall that I've got this on a Cradle. Like I said, there's so many perks with this. It's not just all bad stuff like, oh, it doesn't fit, it's the wrong one, whatever. There's a lot of perks with this. One, it's so much safer to move around. It's not, I don't have to have it bolted down or strapped down or anything. I can move this around. I can access it very easily and work on it, and I can get it into the engine bay. And I'm going to double check the levelness on it and the angle and everything, because now that I'm looking at it, it feels a little off. I don't know how to describe it, but it just doesn't look quite right. So I'll need to double check it. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. It's super exciting to just have stuff like this. The project that I'm working on in the background, I do want to tell you guys about it. I really do. But it's a project that, to be honest, I'm afraid that if I announce that I'm doing it, somebody with more means to be able to finish it, aka money, is going to do it before me and beat me to the punch. And so I'm working on it in the background. It is going to take a while, and I understand that you guys want to see me doing this stuff, but I promise you are going to love the project I'm working on. I can give you a hint. It involves 3D printing, and let's just call it a 3D printed body kit. So I'll leave it at that. I promise it's going to be awesome. I am also working on my grandpa's motorcycle in the meantime. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. That's very slow moving and a whole different beast. Like, even though I don't know a lot about working on cars, I know even less about working on motorcycles, and this thing is also 60 years old. So that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight. I would love to hear what you guys think of this, if it was a waste of money, or if you think it's a good idea. If you guys have any tips about other things to take advantage of, as I'm about to start cutting and putting this in here. I've been looking at tube benders. So I've mentioned I'm going to do an entire tube frame chassis in here. And I've been looking at tube benders and learning from videos how to do that. So I'm excited to get my hands on it. If you got any tips for that, any good videos or advice in general, especially if you do that a lot, then let me know. But again, thank you for being here. Love to see you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, it's a little while later, and I wanted to give you an update on the engine cradle before I finish this video. I did reach out to the company that I bought it from and took some measurements and everything, and they did confirm I got the correct one. We're thinking that it's just not compatible with the K20 Z3 specifically. And so I don't know what the difference is. I hope that doesn't cause issues for me down the road. This could be foreshadowing, I don't know. But they did offer to make it right. So they said that I could send it back. They'd give me a full refund. Or they said I could keep it and get a partial refund. So I decided to keep it. I still think I can make it work. I'm going to try and actually weld something on for that fourth leg, because I do want to still have it there to be able to hold the transmission. But wanted to give them a shout out because they did do the right thing. I'm kind of hesitant to put their name because I don't want anyone to think they're like a bad company. I am actually, now that I've sat on it for a little bit, I am happy with the product, and I think it's going to be beneficial in the long run, even if it wasn't 100% what I was looking for out of the gate. So, but anyways, wanted to update you on that before the end of the video.